Can you guys help me do like an intro or some shit like that? We gotta do some kind of intro.
Yeah,
man.
Intro for the outro?
No, yeah, well, no.
He's gonna edit
We're
it.
in the intro now. Now we're in the intro. Holy shit! What the fuck? We're in this intro. And you, what's your name?
On what?
What's your fucking name?
My name's Mike, or they call me Kang.
What's your name?
I'm Z. That's all you need to know.
What's your name?
My name's Sergio Michel, and I'm here to make you think.
That's right. Welcome to Bobby Pickles podcast.
Proud of your boy.
Yeah. Outstanding. This is going to be a clusterfuck.
It's too cold today.
Did the gay.
Is this going to be a clusterfuck?
Yes.
All right. I don't know how to start it, man. Here we are. It's Friday, and we're having a Proud Boy podcast.
Everybody's
here at the
fucking
Sweatshop.
tired.
Yep, everybody's tired. We've all had a long week. And we got Genghis over here. Genghis Kahn.
Uhuru.
Uhuru, brother. Genghis Kahn, you set this up?
Yeah, I fucking did. Last fucking minute, but I mean, whatever I can do to help get our brothers unified more and hang out all the fucking time and, you know, get back to drinking fucking beer and being fucking patriots.
Hell yeah, man. Uhuru, brother.
Uhuru.
Even though you don't drink beer.
No.
No. You're LARPing when it comes to beer consumption.
I don't
right?
give a fuck. Fuck you.
You still hang out with people that do drink beer, but
Yeah.
you don't go into drinking and being a scum
No.
because you have a problem drinking.
Yeah,
right?
I do. Yeah.
And you're in recovery. Is that correct?
Yeah, a little over 5.5 years now. December will be 6 years.
Yeah?
Yep.
Dude, and you have a crazy eye.
Yes, I do. I have a lazy eye so I can see everything. I'm like a hammerhead shark.
Yeah, and speaking of eyes, you brought this gentleman.
Yeah, I did.
You said he has a good story. Is that right?
Yes, he
actually
does.
would be an interesting podcast.
Yep.
I set this all up completely blind. All right.
All right.
Based on the fact that hearsay that
Is that a fucking joke here?
I'm glad I'm losing so much space.
numerous sick jokes going on.
Undertones.
Yeah.
Jokes within jokes within
Yeah.
jokes.
And I know you as Florida Kang.
Kang.
Kang? What is that?
Well, it was I used to use my original, my online
Here,
handle.
pull that up a little bit closer.
All right, hold on. How's that? Any
Yeah.
better?
Yeah, that's
Fucking
better.
short.
Just making sure.
So I used to use my online handle when I signed up. It was American Berserker. It's what everybody had me on Instagram, when I got banned on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And so it said make a screen name, so I did that. I went to the impromptu meeting in Miami, and I had Will telling me, dude, you look like, what did he tell me? You look like Florida Man. Or no, Tiger King. He's like, you got to change your name to Tiger King. He's like, I'm a senior. He's like, you got to change your name. And then he goes to Enrique and he tells Enrique's like, nah, he looks like Florida Man, like T-Roy said.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, y'all can't both have what you want. So I merged it into Florida Kang because he was like KNG. I'm like, sure, whatever.
Are you from Florida?
Fuck no, I'm from Southside Chicago.
Oh, really?
Well, actually, I'm a Florida boy, dude. I moved when I was like 7.
Yeah.
I was Yankee by birth, Southern by the grace of divorce.
Just like most of us, a lot of us have that same thing. You
Yeah,
know?
but I mean, 42 years old, 35 years here, pay a lot of fucking taxes. I paid for a lot of y'all's fucking welfare out there. So, be fucking happy. That's why we're all fucking tired today.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Sergio,
Hey,
making the trifecta.
What's going on?
You're a newcomer. Actually, in Florida, Kang, you're a newcomer too, right?
Yeah.
The reason why I was talking to this idiot first, well, no, he's actually a brilliant person. Thank you
love
very
him.
much. I love him.
He's the man.
But he sets up a lot of the vetting for Proud Boys, not to get too into the group and stuff and all that stuff. But, we do have a vetting process in this brotherhood, right?
yeah, we basically try to make sure we don't get infiltrators, whether it be, fucking Antifa, bitches, BLM.
And how can we ever get any infiltrators with this guy guarding the gate?
I know.
Right?
He's pretty concise.
Said he sees all.
I fucking do.
The hammerhead.
Hammerhead.
Can't get by.
And I met you
Handle
first.
after this.
Actually, I met you first. I put you into the chat, right?
Yep.
And then introduced you to this guy, and
Yep.
Yep.
and now you are a newcomer as well here, man, Sergio.
Yes, sir.
And
So
you
you
got
had an in.
Bobby.
I did this all by my fucking self.
You did?
Yep.
No wonder everybody was like, how'd you get in? And I'm like, Bobby just told me show up. I'm like, okay.
I fucking listened to them fucking trying to burn down Best Buy.
We'll get to you.
and-
What's that? Tell us a story.
so-
Tell us a story about how you got into it.
Basically the whole George Floyd, rest his soul. You've been sober for like 3 months now, dude. Good going.
Holy
But
fuck.
anyway,
Wow.
Oh,
my
man.
fucking heart bleeds.
we're
for him.
screwed.
Whatever. Anyway.
That can.
Anyway, so, basically I'm sitting around my house with a few buddies and, everybody's, pretty militant minded and pretty patriotic, extremely, a little overly. And, we get this news update on Parler And it's like, they're going down up by Palm Beach Lakes, and they're going to burn down the Best Buy and the Outlet Mall. And, I looked at my wife, and which I love very much, babe. I swear I didn't try to upset you that night. And, I was like, babe, look, this is that moment. These are those moments where, as a supporting wife, I need you to understand that maybe a couple of us won't make a difference, but maybe somebody will be able to feed their family tomorrow. Maybe we'll save one business. We're not going looking for a problem. We're just going to stand by idly. And, if the police need us, we're idle hands, And she kind of had a little hard time with it, but, she kind of got with the program and understood. And, we, me and one of the brothers' troop, carried up and grabbed the rifles. And, there's not much. You couldn't get anywhere, couldn't get nowhere. The police had 95 blocked off. So, if I would have known about this place, we would have headed right here. We heard, brothers were in need. And, if we could save anybody that night, any family.
So you could have been like this guy, Kyle, Rittenhouse or whatever.
Anybody who takes, who doesn't want to watch their city burn, doesn't want to watch innocent people's lives be destroyed. Everybody's Kyle at that point, it's, are you going to step up? And everybody talks a big game. But when push comes to shove, you got all these guys out there, 3%, all these guys that claim to be about it. Well, there wasn't no one else down there. And people need to step up. And when I kind of looked around, I'm like, look, it was just me and Troop. That's it. Everybody else is, I got to go to bed or I got to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow too, but, these are moments where, your character is tested. Are you willing to selflessly sacrifice, for people you don't know, for the greater good, for something, a document that was written, 200 plus years ago? Are you going to stand and actually be an American? And you hear a lot of talk, but everybody's a keyboard warrior, know? And when we kind of looked at each other, me and my boy, and we were like, this is it. Like, it was kind of like a come to Jesus moment. Like, damn, this is it. All right. Let's roll. But I got on Parler probably the next day, 2-3 days later, and I saw one of JoJo's posts. Somebody shared it, and it was a Proud Boys video, and I'd heard about them. I've watched the videos, and always kind of was like, these guys get it. They get it. It doesn't matter race, creed, color, religion. It's really working out for us. There's no discriminating. It's how much do you love your fucking country? And step the fuck up. And I clicked on the post. I watched the video real quick, and it said, visit Proud Boys USA. All right. I jumped on there and it said, find a local chapter. Okay. Saw some of the names of the chapters, was like, oh, thank God I live down there. Trigger City Boy's got a great name. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's very true. Mad props, guys. But, I hopped on and I saw Vice City, clicked it, and it was like, prepare to give your driver's license, this, and that. I'm like, it's legit, And I signed up, and put my info in, and Kahn probably had a hand in vetting me. And
so you're so new to this.
I'm probably 7 weeks in.
You never heard about Proud Boys before?
I heard about them. I've watched the videos. Patriot Prayer, the Boogaloo movement that got hijacked by the fucking communists, because you guys can't come up with any fucking thing original. It's really fucking sad. You're like the Chinese copycats. But anyway.
Don't talk about my cousin that way.
I thought you were Korean.
It don't matter. We're all the same. We all have slanty fucking eyes, don't we?
Let's go with that. Or hammerheaded, whatever whatever you choose to say.
I just call myself a banana. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
Hey. Let's meet Sergio. Sergio, what made you join the Proud Boys? I met you, at a Roger Stone event.
Yeah, and I was rattling off my Western chauvinistic mouth. And Bobby's like, you should join the Proud Boys. Because we were just having a conversation about the whole George Floyd thing, and I've known about the Proud Boys. I just didn't know the whole organizational structure. I'm from your area, from Brooklyn, New Jersey area. Hung out at the same places like CB's and Continental and all those places back in the day. So my story is that I started doing music and acting and worked my way up in Hollywood, but it got to a point where, because I'm just one of those people, I can't act.
And by the way, sorry for calling you by your Christian name, man.
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
What you haven't come up with?
Not a code yet.
You haven't come up with a.
I'll come up with one. But no, it's cool. Look, I've been out in the open for so long. It got to a point.
In the closet.
Look. No, but I, as far as being like a conservative or pro-America and things like that, and a Christian too, you know, out there in LA, I was just persecuted for the sake of persecution. It was like, well, I was headlining all the big places, getting great roles on TV and stuff, but people just like the booking agents or the concert bookers on purpose would like try to forget to post, you know, what time and date the event is happening, and there just so happened to be like some Antifa or left-leaning thugs always like hanging around my. So it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I have etiquette, like I'm really, really far right, but I have like a kind of professional veneer where I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna, you know, act on that. And then when I got to after the whole George Floyd thing and I saw David Dorn get murdered, I said, you know what? Nah, screw this. That's somebody's grandpa. He was a police officer, and he got killed for a used 70s like transistor television. You're telling me that old man was an internet meme because he just told somebody don't loot, and he got shot
during a peaceful protest,
right? And he's
peaceful
black.
protest. You got that?
He's somebody's grandpa, and he's murdered in the street like a dog. That's when I said I can't be neutral anymore. So I moved out here because, you know, quality of life is better, and I'm touring now, so I don't have to be out in LA anymore. But then I met Bobby over at Roger Stone's event. I was just hanging out watching Roger talk, and we started talking about politics and stuff, and all this stuff started rattling out, and Bobby's like, man, you should look into the Proud Boys. And I never did because I assumed the Proud Boys were based in New York or
I thought they were in Oregon.
Right. So I didn't even know they were here.
Washington
but
State.
Thanks for inviting me. It's been cool. And, you know, it's definitely the right place for a guy like me, man. I just don't care because I've been doxxed. I've been...
You do care. That's why you did this.
I care about the country, but I mean about the enemy now.
Exactly.
So you're from the Northeast, and then you moved out to LA.
Yeah.
And then you did that for your art. You're a musician.
Yeah.
And somehow your right-leaning politics affected that?
Everything. I mean, I couldn't go to the store because the thing is, over there, they're way more organized
What
than
happened?
here. Well, first of all, you know Jesse Lee Peterson, right?
No.
That show? Well, there's a show called JLP Talks. I was on that show. That basically put me on the map in LA as, you know, conservative. And
Okay,
from
that's a conservative show?
Yeah.
Okay.
And from before, when I lived in the New York area, like since 2010, I've been calling out the Obama administration, BLM when they came out. I go, guys, this is a terrorist organization. And I got flagged on Facebook, shadow banned. Like, if I had 1,000 video views, it would say I had 3, and it just stays there. My posts were throttled. People would show up at my concerts and try to like get people not to come in, like literally like that. But they did it in a way because they were afraid of me because I don't see myself. I don't believe in Hispanic Latino. I don't believe in that. That's a term made up by globalists to try to separate you. If you're born in the United States, you're an American. You speak English, you're an American. If you speak Spanish and you're from a Spanish-speaking country, weren't your ancestors European too? So it's like this
and
is
Native American.
and Native American. Yeah, there's a mix, but it's kind of dumb.
Conquistadors fuck the Indians.
And more.
Basically.
But basically,
Yes, basically. And
we killed the law.
We seem to be good at that in this country.
Let's switch out here real quick.
yeah. Come on.
Come on, Z.
Come on, Z. Yeah.
Gentlemen,
Getting my cultural education in now.
Yeah. Z. So yeah, so add another Latino to the mix.
I don't believe in it, man. It's just globalist terms because they want to hyphenate America to divide you. So if they can keep you, see what they're doing is the whole globalist plan is throw as much crap against the wall. Something's going to stick. They don't respect anybody. They don't like you, and they think you're stupid. So they go, well, if we say this one's an African American and that one's an Italian American and that one's a Polish American, that's one level of division. Then you got, black people are being shot by the cops allegedly, so all black people turn on the police, and the police are like, no, we're not. And then the white people jump in on the other side, but they're already splintered and divided. It's easier to splinter and divide a group of people if you just keep cutting little pieces.
This is what they just did a few decades ago in Yugoslavia.
They've been doing it, yeah, but they've been doing it since 1917 in the United States. So imagine I'm in the music business and I'm talking about this openly on Facebook, Twitter since 2010. Dude,
It's crazy.
I've had physical attacks. I've been poisoned.
It's a celebrity.
What the hell?
People tried to kill me, like just random leftists. But the thing is that they did it in a way where they thought I wasn't prospering. Like I kept getting good roles, good jobs. Everything was great. But they tried to shadow ban me because people like me are dangerous. I'm telling you, no, you're not a Latino. You're an American. Get your ass up. find something you want to do, and go get the American dream. It's right there. If you want a house,
for everybody's
go work
taking.
for 10 years. Go
That's
work
it.
for 10 years. Keep your nose clean, and go marry a nice woman. She's going to raise your kids with you, and you're going to have the American dream.
Mad props, Troop, on your first
Hell yeah.
house, man. I'm fucking proud of you and Melissa, dude.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Word to that, man.
But I was fighting a one-man psyop versus the left, and I'm glad Bobby talked to me, because he goes, dude, you should go look at the Proud Boys, because it's getting to a point where talking, because I'm a good talker and I'm a good strategist, but it's getting to the point where I see myself, and everyone knows that there's going to be some sort of conflict. I'm sorry, it's not our fault.
It's coming up, right?
It's their fault.
We're living in a pressure cooker.
So-
and the media
so here I am.
and the globalists are so invested, they're not going to unplug it.
They're not
going
gonna
to keep
unplug it.
building pressure. And
Trump-
eventually they're waiting for one of these mentally ill fucks that they keep telling you are completely normal. Oh, it's sexy and healthy to be 500 pounds all of a sudden.
Nope.
You know, like it's normal to want to cut your freaking wiener off. Like, I mean,
They wanna kill you, pretty much.
they're feeding to the mentally ill. And when they're building it with coupling it with propaganda, fed nonstop through the media, and it's one-sided. I mean, these people are they're playing the odds.
What they don't-
Somebody's going to pop.
Right, they're throwing crap against the wall because Trump already defeated them. Trump cut off their money, and Trump exposed them. That's what they're afraid of. But they are, you know how a person is like a Christian, and they're very devout, and they have faith, and they go forward because they believe something good's coming in the future. These people are the opposite. They believe in communism that way. So they're like, well, it doesn't matter that everyone's out in the open now. If we just do A, B, C, D, E, we're going to get to the end. And they don't know how to shut off, like you said.
And
they're done.
they have no end game.
They have
Their
no
end
end
game
game.
is rely on big government, who's been running the DMV for God knows how many decades, and it still takes you 4 fucking hours and usually a follow-up trip to get a fucking
Dude,
driver's license renewal.
What's going to
I mean,
happen when they trigger all the patriots who are armed people, who are always in shape, who like guns, who like knives, who know how to hunt, who know how to fillet fish? Do you think that an army of Antifa could stand to 100 Proud Boys? Hell no.
There's no way.
If martial law happened and the patriots were unleashed, it would be the shortest ass kicking in the history of the world. It would be just a massacre. But they're doing it. It's you guys' fault. We're not harming anybody. We're trying to be Americans to go to work and live our dream. It's you who's in the way, and you're trying to get us. We're not gonna fall to you.
I mean,
We're
you
just not
watched
gonna
it in
do
the Kyle Rittenhouse video. You
A
got
hero.
two dudes, absolute hero. Two dudes running up on him. One guy in the video you can see that was further back had his pistol in his hand.
On his head.
And another dude standing at his at 2:00, and he has a pistol that he's reaching for. Plus the kid who he ended up blowing spaghetti arm or whatever the kid's name is.
Spaghetti
You
arm.
know who I'm gonna reach for his fucking rifle, you genius. You got what you deserve. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know, but you go reach for this dude. All three of them are armed. And what happened? The 17-year-old clapped off.
From the
and
hip.
one gun goes flying.
From the hip.
other dude takes off this way, and the other dude's got, he's a permanent lefty now. I mean, welcome
But the kid
to
shot
permanent
from the hip,
Democratic
too.
Party membership, buddy.
Permanent lefty.
Listen, dude.
Wow.
Lady,
Listen.
you got shot by a 17-year-old on his back with a fucking M4 Bushmaster. Do you know what's going to happen when the veterans and the people who train and do this for fun like
Yep.
us, what's going to happen when someone says go, or when you push too fucking far? I mean, you guys really got to understand, you're fucking with your own demise. It's not healthy to fuck with crazy people, especially crazy people who are patriotic and crazy about freedom and unity and America.
That's all we want. So leave us alone,
Let that
dude.
go. My bad.
Dude,
Right?
you have a lot of energy, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little.
Right?
Dude, I want to do a podcast.
So them listeners, man.
I got a lot of shit to say.
You found
Hell
your
yeah.
calling, dude.
Bro.
You found your calling.
But yeah,
Like,
so,
I can make Brian Mudd so much more
so
interesting.
anyway, the
in morning.
conquistadors fuck the Indians. All
He's
right?
cool. He's cool,
See?
Well, what can I say? Being South American is just the history's there.
Yeah.
You can
The
kind
history's
of
there.
you can relate.
I could almost picture what happened.
You kind of relate to it.
Sexy Native American women, and the conquistadors were like, "Fuck yeah, we're over here." And
But I tell you what, the Incas were like 7 feet. Like they were humongous. So I don't.
But I'm saying people always wonder what happened to the American Indian, and I mean I think I know
did
what happened.
disease
They
and-
became Latin Americans.
Pretty
Indian,
much. Indian will be in Central America. I would say South America.
All over.
It's
Central America, South America. But not North America.
look,
but
my family comes from Peru, and we're Peruvians. So it's the Inca culture is out there. and we take a lot of pride to it. I carry it in my blood, but my country, it's here. This is where I'm at. This is where my kids are from.
Of course.
My family,
and
my brothers, everybody. So,
but it's America too, though. South America, Central America, North America, it's still America.
But that's the problem.
No, yeah, absolutely,
It's all America.
absolutely. But see, what it is like everything that happens in America already happened in South America. Socialism is just spreading like what can I say? Like a bacteria, like a virus. It's bad. It's just bad. It's not good. And to see the starting of it. And how the left is actually, trying to get us to think, in a way that is not the right way. I've been here for most of my lifehood, man, and I know everything about this country, bro. But what it is just like it sets me up when I see people, especially from here, they're trying to actually hurt us. And hurt the citizens, and take care of other people when that we have, like these mass of citizens, that they need help, and it surprises to me because, over there in South America, it's just hard. It's hard. You see socialism is spreading, it's coming down, and it will go up. That's what happened.
The government's taking community away. Neighbors used to go to neighbors for things, and now it's we have a government program for that. We don't go to your neighborhood doctor. Go here where you've been going your whole life.
And by the way,
don't go to your neighborhood.
The Incas killed the conquistadors.
Okay.
We never gave up. We fought. So this is why I believe in this. This is why I believe in this country.
You just have rebellion in your blood.
This is the freedom. Uhuru, what we call as a Bravo. It's a meaningful word where you have to take it important in your life. And for being from another country and being here with my kids and all of that, it takes a lot of me. And I think it's important to be together, not just as a group or as a fraternity, but all citizens, be together, and fight this because it's coming. We gotta be ready.
And we are the last
those things that are happening in Portland, Minnesota, Michigan, or whatever,
New York, Jersey,
Chicago, all of that. It's coming. And we gotta be ready. We gotta prepare ourselves. And people out there just like they don't think about it too much, but
it
happens sometimes.
Have you ever seen that that video with that KGB guy?
Yeah.
And he's talking about he's talking about normalization.
Destabilization, normalization,
and how it.
And that was in '84, I think he did that video, or '86.
And that's how the Soviet Union did it, where you would actually
they just did it in Yugoslavia.
They would just be lying to you.
Yugoslavia is something else.
They use the same. They're using the same tactics with racism, with culturalism, with your financial status. They're using all their sex. They're putting people into sex.
We're the Proud Boys, right?
That's
and what
correct.
do they say? We're white supremacists, right?
Yeah.
And then out of this group, and I wouldn't even bring this up, guys. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it up just because it's a show. Let's show.
Correct.
That's
the idea.
That's not true. See me. It's fucking ridiculous.
The white boys are outnumbered on the set, if anybody cares.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
It is what
we
it
have
is.
more ethnic diversity here.
This idiot over here isn't white.
It is what it is.
White supremacy. So, there are more white people in America than anybody else.
So
right now, what does that mean? Does that mean?
Odds.
So, like what? Like
what? If you have 200 and however million white people versus minimal others, you're going to have more white people that.
I had a shitty day the other day, right? Like something happened here at the shop, and I fucked something.
Here.
Huh?
Shit, you can't smoke.
It's all good, man. Here, if you want, fuck it. Grab a glass and just whatever. Fuck it.
You just realized it.
Now, I had a shitty day and fucked something up. I had to go get some thread from the embroidery shop, and I'm speeding down the road, and I'm zigzagging in between cars and stuff. And the cop sees me on my car, and he pulls me over, and I immediately just I take my keys, put them out the window, also, and grab my shit out or whatever. Here you go, officer. Here, hey, just give me a ticket, man. I'm an asshole. I did it. Whatever. I did it. Give me a ticket.
Ticket clinic.
And then he went into his car for a second, came back and goes, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
that's usually the case.
And then I came back and we have all ethnicities that work here at Fat Enzo. One gentleman's black. You know, I told him the story, and he was like, you know, that would never happen to me.
Of course it would if he did what you did.
You think so?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cops, look, here's a misconception about cops. That cops are out there looking for action. No, they're not. Every time they
They
arrest,
want to go home to
or
their wife and kids just as bad as you do.
every time they put in a ticket, they got to go back and do the paperwork at the office. They don't want to do that.
They don't want to do that.
They don't want
Absolutely
to do
not.
that. So if you give them less reasons to get you in trouble, like you said, yeah, you did it, just give them a ticket. Okay.
I did it. Give me a ticket. I'm an asshole.
Boom.
Yep,
He's
my
done.
bad.
What if it's the beginning of the shift?
I don't know. Could've-
I'm just maybe that's.
Listen,
And everybody has a
been
bad day. You probably saw. I mean, not every cop that's approached me has ever been, so
No, I mean-
so polite. But the point is, don't give them any flack. They don't
give
want
them
any
flack.
shit from you.
No,
Just
of course not.
take your ticket, take your warning, take your arrest if they want to arrest you, and go to jail, bond out. Most people who don't have anything to worry about have bond money or have someone who will put their name on them to bond them out.
Yeah.
So I mean, just it's not worth it. It's not. Just take your punishment. If you know you fucked up, admit you fucked up, apologize a million times. Let him belittle you if he wants to. Just okay, officer, have a great night or have a great day.
Now listen, when I was younger, I was a total asshole.
Just don't
and
take
I-
my pot.
I got arrested a million times, and like especially when I was juvenile,
Yeah.
like a juvenile delinquent. You know, but then the last time I got a major arrest was like right when I turned 18. So I actually got
22.
branded with a felony when I was
Damn.
18 years old, non-violent, non-sexual, drug unrelated felony. My girlfriend at the time forged one of her mom's checks, and I went and cashed it. It was like $900 something.
Great,
And then
Dad.
my parents wanted
It
to teach
happens.
me a lesson, so that they did not get me an attorney. So I got a free, free attorney, whatever, appointed by the court, and then he talked me into getting pleading no contest.
because he gets paid more.
And then I went to college and shit, got out 7 years later. I go to expunge it, and they go, nope. You can't. If you
No.
ever
Did you
plead
miss a
guilty,
detail?
if you ever plead
I missed a
guilty on
detail.
anything, or if you plead no contest, you're admitting to it, so you can never get it expunged. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't. The attorney didn't tell me that at the time.
They wrote mine back and said
Yeah,
that.
but the public defender
I can
makes
only-
more
I can
money.
only get a pardon.
Because if
Yeah,
you got to
mine,
go
I
2 or
missed-
3 times,
I missed
Only
an
way.
arrest,
Damn.
and it was.
And
I
you
was
pay
I was
anything?
actually a
I'm not
minor,
allowed
I think,
to have a gun,
but I was
dude.
formally arrested.
Right?
And I
got-
forgot about
I got my rights
it. And
to
they're
vote back
"Nope,
eventually."
Sorry, buddy. You just wasted your money on your attorney. Yeah, you've been great for like 2 decades, and you've been an upstanding citizen, and bought a few houses.
Sorry
Great
about that.
credit. No, but we're gonna let that felony stay.
My
just,
point
just
of
so
all of
you
this-
could never purchase a firearm legally.
You can't either?
Nope.
Me neither. No, we're brothers in that. Look. Now
So
listen.
what are you
now
gonna
listen,
fight
listen,
with?
listen. The reason why I brought all that up was because like when I was younger, I was an asshole to cops. You know what I'm saying?
We all were testosterone.
But then
ignorance.
now what I do is I guess it's kissing ass, but I go, hey, thank you for your service or whatever. Like I'll immediately say that if I get pulled over. You know,
Yeah, like,
thank you
dude,
for your
I'm-
service. I'll kiss your ass a little bit, and then usually it goes way better.
Oh yeah.
It goes way better.
I don't scream. I don't yell.
What's the
I don't
point?
drive on fentanyl.
Yeah.
I don't walk around on fentanyl. I just don't
Or
fentanyl.
chewing it.
Yeah, or I don't.
But you don't think that
yeah, that wasn't very smart.
the George
No, of
Floyd
course
thing?
not.
The George Floyd thing was unfortunate though.
Well, you know what's
Well,
creepy about the
I don't
George
think you
Floyd
know-
thing? Because check this out. What time did the first airplane strike the first World Trade Center?
8:09?
8:46 a.m.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
How long was the George Floyd video? 8:46. Add them all up, you get 18 divided by the Masonic number
You
3.
wanna go
You
that
got
way.
666. Creepy, right?
Yeah.
Numerology.
Nice. So you're definitely into conspiracy theories, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. I, mean,
as we are.
just to
I've been following Alex Jones
just
since,
to
like,
entertain the
2006.
FBI and their conspiracy theorists, thing. Like, yeah, I mean, if there's smoke, there's usually fire.
There's usually fire.
And if I'm fucking hillbilly, I'll get out there and
I don't
if I
care.
smell fire out in the
Hey,
woods or
Q is
smoke, I'm
real.
going to look.
Q is real.
Q is real.
You
Q
think
is
so?
real.
Q is real.
Q is real.
I believe.
Wow.
I believe so. I believe
I'm
so.
torn.
And you know what it is?
I can't
What it is?
lie.
What it is out there is like, just like Pelosi said today, either today or yesterday, about not getting Biden to actually like debate. You know what? I'll tell you what, they're scared.
Of course.
We're winning. Trump is winning. I mean, I'm a Trump supporter.
But
Can be a Democrat as well, but I'm a
that's-
Trump supporter.
Yeah, we
But you know
all
what?
are. But I mean, at that same point, the media is a powerful thing. Peer pressure is
Yeah.
a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Social acceptance,
Normalization
normalization.
is a powerful
go along
thing.
to get along to get, or go along to get along.
It's product placed in every aspect of
And what do they
society.
say? What do they tell you? If
Q
you
is
hear
real.
repeat something 7 times or hear it 7 times, you almost can put it to memory. So, I mean, dude, you're propagandized all day, bombarded everywhere you look. Now with sports. I mean, now with Goodyear fucking tires. I'm like, I don't even know the scandal of Goodyear, but I don't know if I'm supposed to buy them or I'm not supposed to buy them.
That is just too overrated
They just need to be accepted.
The media
but
thinks
if they're for Trump, I'm definitely fucking buying Goodyear.
The media think that the citizen is stupid.
Yeah.
We're not.
Ignorant.
Like I said before, they hate you and they think they're too stupid.
And they want you caught up in a million stories a day. I mean, it's like they bombard us with so much news. It's like we don't even have a time to stop, grab our little information tracking devices, and look up pharmacology owners that were killed at the end of the Obama administration, that their pharmacy had the patent and produced hydrochloroquine. Like, are they 2 steps ahead? Remember suicide, double suicide to the back of the head in their apartment?
And 3 years
people
earlier,
don't fucking
Fauci
put this together. And then a year later, Fauci says that we're going to have a fucking pandemic, but a pandemic, a guaranteed bad pandemic.
Guaranteed.
I'm so programmed myself from sorting through the bullshit. Like, it's a pandemic, Event 201, look it up. This was stated, like, this President Trump is going to have a fucking mass pandemic during his presidency. Really? Because I did the odds and, did the division and all that multiplication stuff that we don't know how to do because we don't got no education. The odds are really in our favor. How the fuck? What are you, a clairvoyant? I mean,
yeah, but
I know,
dude. It's
because they put everything.
Stupid that it's just people are so caught up with their kids, the daily breaking fucking earth-shattering news, what their husband's doing, their day at work, trying to pay the mortgage, trying to make this payment, trying to fucking build their credit, trying to even stay out of fucking jail or stay sober. Whatever their daily plight is, it's consuming them. To where when they do get a chance to turn on the news, where we're all still used to like Ted Koppel or like news where it was semi non-biased at least
facts.
Mostly mostly, and now you're just bombarded with propaganda. So you go to bed like, oh my god, I can't believe Trump's putting kids in cages. Well, who built those fucking cages?
Obama.
Yeah, and you thought they let them empty? You thought they left them empty?
What is the nature of reality? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like what? It's like we are just
42.
We're fed.
Isn't that the meaning of life?
We're fed this bullshit all day.
Oh,
dude!
And it's up to us. It's up to us. Don't be lazy. Don't be ignorant. Take 5
live in
minutes.
Society, and you get and you consume all the different entertainment, all the different media, all the different news.
You know what it is? What it is that they're trying to take our freedom.
Society, though, for you, like what your perspective.
But that's how it begins. It begins like that. It begins like that to the point that they will use the media. They will use all the power that they got. Come on, listen to me. 8 years. With Obama, with Biden, they have planned this, and even way before.
This is the long game.
This is, let's say, like this is like a strike 3, pretty much for us. We're done.
They're pitching the third ball, right? They're pitching the third strike right now. They're in the windup.
We have to get this, and to be honest with you, they're coming so hard. Like they even have like other bigger, people out there that actually they give money to, and to be honest with you. They haven't woke up the silent majority yet. They haven't woke us up yet. But when this happened, you think what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday was something funny. Well, we're watching, and that's something that it has to be realistic as a citizen.
And waiting.
We're watching. We're waiting.
When the Patriots
don't take our freedom,
it's going to be an unstoppable steamroller. And they're gonna wish they were never born.
When parents,
it's when you have the millions of people who are just sitting there watching this, going like this. Veterans, karate master guy. It doesn't matter.
It's gonna get to the point.
The Patriots are gonna get to a point. Well, because they're leaving us nothing to forgive. How many times can you forgive them? Well, we forgive this and we forgive that. Well, let's forget that and let's try to reason. Once the local mom, like the lady that takes care of all the kids in the neighborhood, once they hit that woman in the head with, these people are not going to change. They're here to destroy America. Once they catch the soccer mom, that's when it's going to tip over. Because the men, we got it. We know what we're looking at. The young men, they know we got it. We know what we're looking at. The women are still kind of, maybe we could talk our way out of it. But when soccer mom, see, that's the golden demographic, like Van Halen. You catch the soccer moms.
What did Biden just say? He's going to spend trillions to get rid of the suburbs.
Once the 40-year-old average woman in America figures out that these people are out to kill her, it's over. That's when things are going to spill over.
I believe that. Yep, I do believe that.
How could they do that?
He's correct.
I mean, like
easy. Just keep doing the same thing they're doing. You can't burn down someone.
History tells us we need a martyr.
History tells us we need a martyr.
When Facebook starts canceling soccer moms.
No, they need, like he said, they need a martyr, and I thought it was going to be the 5-year-old kid. When I saw that kid get shot execution style,
they didn't even cover it.
They didn't even cover
Cannon?
it.
Who? What? His name was Cannon.
Cannon Hinton.
Yeah, Cannon Hinton. Yes.
Cannon Hinton.
And if that would have happened at a BLM like riot with media coverage, that would have started. People would have said, "That's it. A 5-year-old got executed in the street."
But that's what's firing them.
Yeah,
so
that's
what's firing them. They're not going to get the reaction because you're only reaching the people, the small sects of American patriots that actually take the time at night to not use Google. Go to Red State News, 100% Fed Up, Gateway Pundit, Epic or Epoch Times, however the hell you fucking pronounce it. Spell your name better. You know, go to these other news sites and actually look, and then go ahead and refresh your CNN, click it, and look for the spin. Form your own opinion, and then look for the spin. We're doomed as a species if they keep making these people this ignorant, this lazy, this complacent, and this broke and dependent, feeling like they're never going to get out of poverty because they're being overtaxed, overworked. You know, their medical is now in the hands of the government. That the Obamacare is terrible. I mean, and these moms, just like you said, these suburban soccer moms, a lot of them that rely on that. When it's, what do you mean I can't get little Johnny in for his checkup for another 90 days? He's sick. Like he has allergies. Well, you're gonna have to wait 90 days. We're overbooked. Like I said about the DMV, the clerk of the courts. Mm-hmm. I mean, the courthouse. Any government, your local utilities. Do you guys really like going and dealing with them?
Imagine
and
them.
You want them running every aspect of your life where you're taking home 8% of your fucking paycheck, but they're going to provide everything for you. You're living in a fucking pipe dream.
Larger and larger government. Yeah. And then what happens is then when they create these jobs within government,
you're paying the government to get the job.
You can't get the person out of it because there's somebody benefiting because they have a job.
Union. Oh, we'll just transfer him to another one.
Look at later.
They won't.
He's sexually harassed.
Allow that.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we're going to endorse.
Said that because it's
then
true.
We're going to endorse a candidate with representing hundreds of thousands of union guys, and most of those people don't want the candidate you just blatantly endorsed against their will. Didn't even ask them. Didn't even consult. It's what your business wants for politics. That's why you can't go to mom and pop bars right now. But you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, because the more you put out, they're just funneling you in like fucking lemmings. Vote with your money. Please, America.
Right.
Vote with your fucking money.
Oh, shit, dude. You are good on the podcast.
But when those people wake up...
Bro, your boy.
But when those people wake up, dude...
Yeah, baby, yeah.
It's over. When those people wake up. When the lemmings... And they are. That's why That's why Q is so popular.
That's the only thing that's got me hanging on to Q is the whole Great Awakening, because I am seeing it, like you see these blue-haired chicks, like the one that made that TikTok video. She's like, oh my God, I would have peed in this fucking coffee this morning, and now the bad guys are the good guys. Donald Trump is saving kids. Like, this bitch was about to like pop, like short circuit. I mean, she was like kind of twitching, and then she posts another video like a couple days later, and it's like hundreds of thousands of outpourings of like, welcome. We love you. Like, you're one of us. We don't care. You look like a fucking freak. I mean, that's your choice. We accept you. But
because the hypnosis is broken.
Thank you for listening or entertaining a fucking idea and not living in an echo chamber completely. Like, break away. It's okay.
Remember those type of people?
We have cookies. Like
what was it in Brooklyn? Typo Negative played there.
Peter Steele.
Once too.
The Brooklyn Bowl?
No, it was a big place and it had 2 stages. Whatever that place. Remember the people that used to hang out there, like the pink-haired, burlesque, red-haired girl with the they were kind of goth, kind of metal, kind of punk at the same time.
Wait, I missed this whole place. Where was this?
Yeah, it sounds like an ex-girlfriend.
Those people,
like
if you look at Twitter, who are usually very liberal, those people are now like the biggest Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Like I found like 4 yesterday, girls that look like that. And I'm like,
are you serious?
Yeah. I'll show you. After the podcast, I'll show you. And I'm like, this is a paradigm shift. It's like the hot topic kids are pro-Trump now because the pedophiles. Q did it right. Q said, look, make America great again was Donald Trump, right? And to a lot of people who are very ignorant, they think that's patriarchy, that's white people stuff, so I'm not on board. Okay. But Q comes and says, hey, you know that deep state that Trump's talking about and MAGA's talking about? Well, they're executing kids, raping them, and selling them. They packaged it.
And harvesting.
Right. And they packaged it in a way where the soccer mom can digest it now. So now they understand what Trump is doing. So Q's going to bring in...
Release the Frazzle Drip videos. Convince America.
Yeah. Well, show them the videos.
He's a cute guy.
Do you know how many videos that Maxwell chick has? They had the island triggered with cameras. She has everything and
Parker's
everybody.
messing up, not checking everything, making sure everything's
October
going.
surprise.
Bastard.
Whoop. Release that. Just put it on dark web and let people do it themselves.
But that's what Trump said. Trump
I want
exactly.
to pick the Durham report. You know, let's release that already. You know, I mean, what, we got one FBI agent who changed a couple words in an email. Like, yeah, we're not satisfied with that. Like, you're not going to appease the American public, people like us, people that are like-minded like us, people that just aren't fucking stupid. Like, they're not going to buy, oh, well, they arrested an FBI prosecuting attorney that changed a couple words in an email, and, you know, he's going to get like a year.
Not enough.
Yeah, like, dude, the CEO from that company, I don't know, some big company just got arrested for pedophilia, child pornography. The dude got like 8 months in prison.
How about the local stories?
8 months.
There are so many.
8
What?
months.
What was
8
his
months.
name?
Big CEO. I don't know. I don't even know the company. I fucking scrolled through it so
Well, how
quick. I'm
about
like,
the
fucking
local- Did
figures.
you see
That's
that
where
they
we're
just
at.
busted a
We're
pedophile
at that
ring?
point where it's like fucking
They
figures.
rescued like what, 39 kids allegedly?
Just today in Florida or something.
Yeah, but this is happening every day in every jurisdiction.
Operation like
MSM,
not forgotten.
It's only like
Never
reported
forgotten.
on the local Fox or ABC affiliates. They don't let it go national.
Yeah, they don't.
bury it local.
That's what I'm saying about the nature reality. It's like, what is the true nature reality? What is really going
It's
on?
easy. You just got to go out there and find
Subversion.
it.
These people,
Subversion.
these people who run the
Diversion.
world, these 1%ers, right? They own all the major, multinational corporations.
Yeah.
They fucking, I swear to God, they did this thing with COVID just because they don't want us peons to breathe on them. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they don't want to be in anywhere. They're always breathing on me and stuff. Maybe we can get them to put masks on.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
it's ritualistic.
Or some sick shit. These people are sick fucks.
You have to look at honestly what they're doing.
And they really
in a
are doing, like, planning this shit out.
In a
What
psychological
kind of
way.
person would do that, man? You're gonna die just like
Demons.
us.
Worse than
You're
that.
a human
Demons.
being just like us.
It's demonic.
You're gonna die one day, right? Just
Yeah.
like me. And what the fuck? And you
Bobby-
guys, they just think that they're gonna live forever.
Bobby,
or whatever?
can I take this to a fringe that probably the Proud Boys podcast doesn't go? It's demonic.
Yeah,
it's
it's
satanic.
demonic.
It's
Yeah,
everything
it's
they're
cabal.
doing is Kabbalist.
Yeah,
It's all
think about
numbers.
this.
It's all march around,
Think
stand
about
6
this.
people
Numbers,
6 feet apart.
numerology.
Yeah.
Think about this one too. What are they spraying? The chemtrails that we all cried conspiracy theorists. They're not spraying anything, and then the CIA quietly comes out
like
and
this
it's
guy.
like, "Yeah, we've
he's awesome.
Oh yeah, we've
totally
we've
fucking
been spraying some
insane.
stuff.
It's the sunglasses.
It's only to reflect some of the heat back from the sun. They're micrometals. Well, what are you spraying? Barium and aluminum. Well, what's barium on the periodic table? Ba. What's
Ba.
aluminum? Al. Baal. Fucking demons.
Yep.
Oh shit!
I mean, come the fuck back from it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
Yeah.
Beelzebub. Yeah. I
not a conspiracy. It's not.
This is all the long game.
It's all Baal
this is-
worship.
Think about
it's
this.
the same Babylonian system
Anybody
over
that
and
just
over again.
takes a
That's all
step
it is.
back and looks at how many years have we normalized now? People out at the road, we buy gold, we buy silver, we buy gold, we buy silver. What has it been? 15 fucking years now that they've been doing this? And what's gold spiking at right now? Dude, it's like 2,100, 2,000 an ounce right now.
Yeah, you were
People
tricked into
like
breaking
me
up
that
with your girlfriend
keep
and
up
selling
with
the
it,
ring in anger.
It's been hanging around 12 to 1350 for like 10 years. And all of a sudden, and now you can't use change, can't use cash because it's dirty. They don't have change. Like, do you know how many fucking Americans got
Bitcoin.
fucking change jars like this in their house? You want change? Just ask. We'll give it to you. You know, like, but everybody's like, oh my God, there's a change shortage. No, there's not a change shortage, stupid. You probably have a change jar in your house too.
But you went from satanic to
No. So listen. So now you're hoarding up all that fucking gold. These guys have been buying it up back then. Right now, they're still paying low prices. They're talking gold's going to hit $5,000 an ounce. Bank of America just 10 years ago was asked about going back to the gold standard in an interview, like a CEO, and he's like, "Yeah, it never happened." Like, whatever, never. Like, didn't even pay it no mind. just a few months
you
ago
gotta
during
get
the
you off the trail.
COVID, they asked about going back to the old standard. They actually said that they entertained the question. Well, what does that tell you?
It's planned. The fiat's going to fall. The fiat currency we have.
Big business figured out a way to buy politics. You're watching Target, Walmart, Outdoor World, all these massive McDonald's, Burger King, the sports teams. I mean, you've watched, they're just dumping money. And these politicians, I mean, look at Mike Lee, for fuck's sake. Mike Lee was like a fucking senator. Fucking dude is a solid constitutionalist.
But
he
don't forget the NBA, the MLB.
He goes after him.
Don't forget about all those things, bro.
He gets a nice VIP tour of Silicon Valley. They have him. They host him. Now,
how can you go away, Mikey? What will it take?
You've changed a little bit.
But they do that in Hollywood too. You know the phone calls I got?
It's everywhere.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you. I don't care. So in hindsight is 2020, right? Mm-hmm. So as far as 2004, there was a guy that was on my MySpace who found himself on my Facebook and who found myself, and as social media goes along, but this is 2020. And this guy was always giving like these little cheerleader type posts, like, oh, you're doing so good, it's nice to see you. And I didn't think anything of it. Well, it turns out when I went out to LA, he comes to a concert and he goes to me, okay, oh wow, you're a headliner. That's great. Here, take a picture like this and do this. And I'm like, okay, I understand the esoteric stuff, so I know this guy's like probably in some weirdo cult. So I ignored him and didn't do those things. But then he calls me and he goes, no, wait. Even fast forward before 2014 in Miami, somebody calls me from Hollywood and says, after I did a TV show, he goes, Sergio, you're so cool. You know what we want you to do?
Do they all talk like that in California?
We got two roles for you, okay? One, you're going to play a terrorist that storms the American embassy. This is before the Hillary thing, by the way.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Racist?
Wait.
Storms?
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. And they go, why? Because I'm an American, I'm a patriot, and I'm not going to portray Islam.
Good.
And I go, next. And he goes, okay, well, what we're going to do is, okay, so the only way you're going to move up in this business, you got to be a ball player, okay? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to, we're going to put you in a dress, and you're going to be in a comedy movie, and we're going to move you right to the top. I go, no, I'm not wearing a dress either. They go, why? Because my whole music thing is like kind of Man-O-War, but punk, and it's about muscles and dudes and dress. I'm not Nirvana, I'm not the Meat Puppets, I'm not going to do that.
Red Hot Chili Peppers played that out.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that before. Like, actually, this guy that works here, he's said that before. That's a thing. They're always trying to get performers or whatever to dress.
It's a ritual.
Yeah, to dress in drag and do like do like a movie or something like that, or
because it's a ritual. It's a satanical ritual in their head. Yeah. And then, but now let's fast forward back to what I wanted to tell you. So the guy calls me one day and goes like this, and I remember clear as day. I was in Studio City driving down Ventura Boulevard, and he goes, Sergio, look, nobody likes the things you say, okay, because you're acting like a conservative and all that stuff and talking about Jesus, okay, but they like what you do. You're a great player, you're a great singer, you're able to lead people like what you do. Nice. So this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you a house in the Hollywood Hills. How's that sound? I'm like, okay. And there's a really famous singer that wants you to be featured on their album. How's that sound? I'm like, okay. And he goes, and then we already have an actress that she's really on her way up. She's a B actress now. We're going to make her an A. We're going to make it so that you two get married and you're going to have a certain job, okay?
Oh, shit.
But you have to play ball and you have to do this. And before we do any of this, I want you to come to this party in the Hollywood Hills with me. It's no big deal. It's just a mansion. And we're gonna wear masks. We're going to wear masks and we're going to do this like ballet type dance thing around the table. And on the table there's going to be meat. It's just pig. Don't worry about it. All you do is you take the meat and you do this dance and you say a vow and that's it. We're going to make you super famous. I go, first of all, I know what you're doing.
Illuminati.
Exactly. I'm not joining your freaking cult. That's number one. Number two, I'm a patriot. I ain't turning on the Americans. And number three, I can get that by myself by going on tour and playing for 20 years. And he goes, you'll never make it in this town. You're freaking crazy. You think you're Ingrid Malmsteen? Hung up. Never heard from him again. But he was grooming me since 2004. And I put it together because hindsight's 2020. Because it just seemed like this guy was always around. But if you have a talent, if you're a good podcaster, if you're a singer, if you're a player and you have it factor, they already have dossiers on you. They have dossiers, and they're like, okay, when this guy gets to this level,
They
he
got a
lives in New
scouting
York,
log.
send Jimmy the something and throw some blondes at him. Let's see if he's cool with drugs. Okay, he's cool with drugs. All right. So then if he likes drugs, then let's take him to Colombia, have him shoot somebody, and we'll videotape him. And we say, look, now you're going to be a rapper for us, and if you don't push the company narrative, we're going to put this out in the dark web, and everybody's going to know you're a murderer. So that's how they catch you. They catch you first. You put on the dress. Then you go to the party, and 14-year-old is suffocated and dead. And guess
No
who's
shit.
the last guy that put his genetic material on her? That's how they get you. And I knew it because I studied Q before Q was even named, Alex Jones. So I knew it. I'm sitting there like, no, thank you. And then, dude, the stalking started. I had my house broken into multiple times. I lost like 4 cars.
Wow.
Every time I would get a job, like I got a day job while I did my music. I was a responsible American, right? I'm paying my
Well,
taxes.
you were living in the hive, dude.
I was in the hive. But the hive made me strong.
Between out here, the internet
Dude,
powerful.
the hive made me strong. Do you know what kind of Christian? No, I'm not kidding. You know what kind of Christian you become when you are the only person that believes in God in a city where everybody wants to kill you just because you don't believe what they believe?
Yeah, man.
I became like I told you when I came, and all that stuff I was talking to you about was experience, and that's why I don't care anymore. They know my name. They just don't know what to do with me. I know how to beat them. You know how you beat them? You get close to God and you keep telling the truth, because all they do is try to intimidate you. Because, like you said, you have the authority. They can't, whether it's demonic or physical, you have to hand over your power. If you don't hand it over, no matter how many punches they give you, eventually
They say the devil knocks 3 times.
Boom.
Really?
That's what they say.
Well, what do you do
And
to
you
Jesus?
have to invite him in.
You have to invite him in. So you're gonna. Sometimes you get tried, and then
And
one day
you have to invite Jesus in too.
Absolutely. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Second.
But good. You look, and let me tell you something. For you guys that don't believe out there, I came an hour early to the meeting just because I wanted to be, for the first time in my life, responsible for. It was supposed to be an 8:00 meeting, and I'm here at 7.
We are fucking flattered. We're blushing.
Now I'm on a freaking camera talking to you about Jesus and how to defeat Hollywood. That's providence.
I was here 2 hours
That's
early, and I didn't
Jesus
even prop
Christ.
myself up.
That's the power of Jesus
Listen,
Christ.
If one thing that I can say, one thing, and we're gonna wind this up right now. I gotta say,
Bobby don't want to get shot.
no, I gotta say this. This has been a very insightful.
They've already
episode.
got my fucking
They got my. They got
And hey, we could say one thing about all of us. All of us have one thing in common. We are free thinkers.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
For
that's the
some
only way you gotta-
reason,
Absolutely.
for some reason, we're free thinkers, and we don't listen to the bullshit. I was
Question
actually
the
talking about this
answers.
yesterday. I don't know why, but it's something like I always can smell when there's a scam. Like it's
And
like
you have a skeptic face.
Like a spidey
I can
sense.
tell.
in Florida. There's always
Yeah, you're always like a skeptic look. Like you listen, but you know what I'm saying? That's
Well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
thinking.
you have to,
I'm the same way. I bet everything.
You're
everything.
bombarded. Once you get a little red pilled and you see that you're being propagandized, now you're open to everybody you come in contact to. You're listening for phrases or things that the media projects, and you can actually build a person out of that. Like,
I'm watching them like a sniper. The minute they make the wrong move, bye.
Yep.
It's
See ya.
like, it sounds good, and then the minute they say the wrong thing, I know
They're
who
like,
they are.
oh God,
we all have different backgrounds. We're not all
I love
fucking
my
white
background. I've
supremacists.
never been this close to Roger Stone in my life.
Not just backgrounds,
Not a
but
crook.
different, but we're together, and we just one
Amen.
fraternity.
Yes.
Amen.
And leave us
And
the
that's
hell
the,
alone.
and
Just
that's the
go to
beauty
work.
of it. That's the beauty of it. So, thank you, Bobby.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Fuck
guys.
yeah.
Bye, America.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, me as well. And
Is that the Asian guy, me?
He always says, that's me. With that look on